The YouTube update's been fucking me up, dude.
That one's
Dumb
annoying, yes, but mine is on a whole other scale.
Yeah, that is dumb. Because it's the same thing with the YouTube thing. Make a fucking button. I know you could program anything. Give me why wouldn't that be a feature?
It was in there. Why would you take it away
Why
from
would you
me?
not make it alphabetical? I have 100 fucking subscriptions. I got to now cycle through shit to look for things? You're insane.
It's questionable at best.
Gangster. Come on, gangster.
No, 50 Cent. Curtis Jackson.
Curtis Jackson.
A gangster who looked and talked just like you would expect from the movies.
Cooking soul.
Merry Christmas, bitches.
It's over.
We're back, baby.
So
Let me get this snow out of here.
like the murder in clearance.
Don't hit this.
Yeah.
That's about me. Can't tell you I'm an animal. Animal.
Come on.
Touch when I'm mind, I react like an animal. An animal.
This is the kind of shit you get with our early stuff.
I feel if I have to, yo. They say I'm an animal.
A year from now, we can't do this.
Cross the line and you got to go. Move on, I'm like an animal.
Yeah.
Shady bro. Talk to me if you ain't in my bracket.
Come on.
100 mil, got 60 after Texas. I was a little dirty nigga flipping on mattress. Sneakers fucked up, top stop on the pantry. Beating with the older niggas, getting my ass kicked. Boy, little 380, I stopped all that shit. Back on that bullshit, you know I've been on. Riding with the same 9 tray, usually good wrong. Get serious, niggas go who's playing. Picture me laughing in the crib after Trey shot Wayne. Southside ain't Southside without the team. Niggas starving, I feed them, they'll ride for me. Niggas fans come, niggas shit get funky. Herb up brain so much he finna be his bunky. In a park full of kids, I pop off the Mac. They see the flare from the nozzle. And
Yeah, this
like
is
rats.
so
I know the
fucking
flow.
good.
Listening, this is for the D's. Me and Star was cool, and I ain't hit cheese. Signed a dealer, made a mill before Baz got shot. Made 24 for Tata got knocked. Man, it's raps and it's me, B. I got this lock. Treated just like the block, work out non-stop. I dazzle with the footwork, remember with the heat. Fake boy, I'll get your brains left for the street. Kids inside the tag, but I get your shines back for the homie relax. I send my little shoes right out of a gas. Hit them so hard, they gon' send that back. You know, I know, who ran up in your crib. First thing they do is holla at the kid. They say 50 fuck with us, man, we pull in work. You need niggas like us to do that dirt. Yeah. They tell you I'm an animal. An animal. Touch when I'm mind, I react like that.
I like this one, too.
50 Cent.
Yeah, that one hit me in the chest.
My God. Is this a Christmas story?
I got punched in the chest.
Against us.
Cooking soul.
I love this one. Oh, he's great.
There's so many places to see and things to do when you're fucking with me. Every kind of bitch you like, come to the crib, we gon' party tonight.
That's why I was so annoyed when that lady at work was like, "Oh, you're from New York? You're from Queens?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, you a big Nicki fan?" I'm like,
Nicki? Why?
so you looked past, just real quick, Nas, 50, and Bronson. That's who you decided, like, no.
Because you said New York, not even Queens.
No, I said Queens.
Oh, okay.
That's why she thought I was a Nicki fan.
Okay.
Because that's where she is. And I'm like, gives a shit about Nicki Minaj? Like, this 2010, she featuring for Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Who gives a
I
fuck?
think he's got one good feature. It's that Kanye song, that Monster song.
She's not even bad for a girl rapper, but I'm just saying,
She's
like,
fine, yeah.
that's who I'm supposed to be a big fan of coming out of.
Nicki Minaj?
Nas thing, I'll give you, like, maybe it's an era thing, but, like, 50 and Bronson. Fucking Queens. Like,
Yeah. Especially Bronson. Is Mayhem from Queens?
I always assume so, but I never hear him talk about it as much. He's got that one song called Shea Stadium, though.
That is true.
And you
And Northern Boulevard. Northern Boulevard, please.
yeah, exactly.
D's on them.
Yeah. If you're talking about Shea Stadium, you're probably you're Queens or Long Island, probably.
Where's Jamaica Town?
Queens, it's 50.
Okay, that's where he talks about he's from. Or not from, but like being in Jamaica Town.
Southside Jamaica, Queens. You heard me.
You heard me?
He says the N-word.
I might label these. That might be nice.
We have them. We have the technology.
Merry Christmas, fuckers. That's all I got on that.
Christmas is like the last of my Christianity, I think.
That's the last of it?
I'm so Jewish right now, brother.
Brother, honestly, at this point,
You couldn't pay me to call it the Bible. It's a Talmud. It's the Torah.
it's the Torah. Until we get to that New Testament, it ain't the Bible, brother.
The New Testament, that guy, his name's like Wes Huff or some shit like that. That linguistics guy I was telling you.
That debatability?
Yeah. Wasn't
Have you been watching his
Wasn't
stuff?
much of a debate.
Wasn't
It was basically him being like, well, what do you think about this? And Billy does his usual thing, but instead of it being a TikTok video of like pictures of the things he's saying and us being like, holy fucking shit, it's him sweating,
AI pictures.
talking. Yeah, well, that.
Yeah.
It's just him on camera sweating, visibly shaken, and then the other guy like, so here's where you're wrong. And he talks like a Celtic,
Yeah.
which is sick.
Does he have an accent?
Yeah, but it's not Irish. It's like clean Irish. It's not like,
Okay.
it's
I can't handle that.
like he talks with his teeth.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Everything's very like on his teeth.
Eesh.
Everything's like
What's his name?
Wes Huff, I think. But he was saying, oh,
This dude?
yeah, he was saying how you define the different books of the Bible and stuff, and how you define the books that got left out of the Bible but are still biblical, or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
That's, in my head, that's basically how I feel about New Testament entirely. Like, there's the Old Testament, and then there's the New Testament, and there's all the other books. And I guess you could define each book
Sinaiticus
of
is at the British Library, so you can go and see it. It's on display, and the British Library has actually digitized the entire manuscript. So
Yeah, that accent will get you far. That accent will get you far.
Because
what were we saying, though, the Old Testament? I'm
If
sorry.
you're Irish, you know how hardcore Catholic you are? And then if you're not a dumb fuck and you sound like that,
Yeah.
I mean,
You lived and breathed
you're like
brother.
a real
Yeah.
Bible scholar at that point.
Yeah. Up until recently, like, nuns were killing babies in Ireland. You know about that? Like, the orphanages and shit?
They just...
It was fucked up.
But see, this is classic New Testament. How could this Bible be so warped? If there's one thing I've learned, if you could read the Bible for fucking 10 pages, and if there's one thing you know, don't kill people.
Don't kill people.
I made people. Don't fuck up my work. Imagine painting a beautiful piece of art and someone shits on it, and you're like,
Or I chiseled a beautiful statue,
knock it down.
and you knock it down. That's my heritage.
I would be
That's my
upset.
heritage, brother. That's my heritage. Knock down that statue.
I
That's
crafted
my
this.
heritage. I
Took
crafted this.
time.
Yeah, exactly. No.
And these people are going to kill babies in the name of God, in the name of Christ. And
Are
it's
you
like,
pro-life now? Tell me you're pro-life. That should be your stance.
No, that hasn't changed. I've always been of the school of thought of like, yeah, you get abortions like in the right circumstances, but I do think people take like, it's.
But
I think
it's become fetishized.
I think it's
Fetishized.
weird.
When girls are like, I'm on my 10th abortion.
That's odd to me.
That's too much.
I think there should be some level, not shame for every situation, but like, there just should be some level of like, what's the thing people say? Like, not wherewithal.
I'm pro-life until I need one.
What that thing the lady at work said yesterday, where she said it about herself, and we were like, "What are you talking about?"
What, like,
Self-aware.
self-aware.
Yeah, like it just sounds like,
Yeah.
oh, you can't. It feels like overcompensating. You can't actually be that comfortable with getting 10 abortions.
No.
It can't be. So I feel like it's like my version of it would be being self-deprecating. Like you make fun of yourself before someone else do it. I think
Yeah.
that's their version, that like they're owning it up front. Like it's good. So
Like,
it-
I've had it. It doesn't
now
matter.
you can't say anything, but
Yeah.
they own the room. You know that
Yeah,
it's like
they
this.
M&M themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I did more the M&M thing. They're more like fat girling it. By just saying that they're like,
They're Lizzoing it.
I'm fine being fat. And it's like, you're telling me you wouldn't kill a baby to fucking lose 200 pounds? Yeah.
You're fucking telling me.
Yeah.
I could guarantee you.
Yeah.
And then you put it back on in a year.
Because you have no discipline.
No, that'd That'd be hilarious for you to start taking a religious turn in life.
I love the garb.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
I wish I could wear that hat.
I feel like you could.
This kufi.
Work should do the Kwanzaa Day. Work should do a Kwanzaa Day.
I'm gonna bring a fucking prayer mat in.
We got to go to a mosque. No, not yet. We're not ready.
I think mosques and temples would really like us, and I think Christian church would not.
If we approach them with questions like this, we're like, hey, why did Noah rape why did Ham rape Noah?
Yeah, that would have to be sandwiched in the middle
Yeah.
of the question. We couldn't lead with that.
Hey,
Couple
This
questions.
is our first question.
Yeah, you'd have to hit him with.
We do got to get that list together. We got to get a list together for Charles, too.
Yes.
You ever watch that show, Man vs. Wild? You never did? Ah, dude, I used to love
Mark
that show.
probably did a little bit, but
I could see that. Yeah. I bet we got the same Discovery Lane.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Mike Rose on Rogan.
A lot of
Dirty Jobs.
moonshiners.
American Pickers.
No, see, his was more moonshiners and logging and fishing.
Logging.
It was a big logging show, yeah.
I always try to get into those. And
Those machines look like fucking Ratchet and Clank
Yeah, dude.
villains.
Dude, they got that one. It grabs the fucking tree. It pulls it out of the ground. And it just has a fucking...
That's what I'm saying. Those things look like sci-fi in real life. It's very.
Yeah.
They look like Star Wars.
That's
like,
the kind of shit that's in like when AI takes over a world, and that's the shit that's just clearing fields.
Remember the first Ratchet and Clank? How the villain is trying to collect the best parts of different planets and glom them together to make.
Yeah,
There's that one world where it's
We're
taking
playing
all the
through that one.
trees. Are you
yeah,
really?
the remake one.
You started it.
Yeah,
Where you at?
Christian has to take Dramamine to get through it.
No,
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, or just
Yeah.
in video games in general.
Ratchet and Clank, because it's the other stick.
Oh,
It's using the other stick. I had this theory. She never played video games, like unless it was like Mario, where it was 2D.
Mhm.
So she's never used that stick. You get motion sickness too, because she gets terrible motion sickness when playing like video games and shit, unless it's like Mario. But you grew up with like Sly Cooper and that stick. So I wonder if I can like slow drip like games that like use like where she can get used to.
if she can build to it.
Yeah, if you could build a tolerance to it, because like we've been desensitized since we were fucking 4
Yeah.
playing a video game. So it's like that's second nature. Like we could put that cursor
Don't
wherever
even
we
think
want
about
it.
it.
Yeah. But like watching her play Ratchet and Clank, she moves and then she can't do them. She has to do them separately.
Which I do get.
Yeah, 100%. Because you've never fucking done it before.
That's funny. There's a comedian I'm watching named Tim Butterly. He has
We're on the third world, by the way.
including the start planet that you can't go back to.
We're on this. We left the start
So
planet.
your Metropolis
Yeah. We just got
or
we just
Arcadia.
we passed to the one planet, and then we're in. We passed the other planet with the sharks in the wall in the ground. You got to help them. We passed that part. We're on the next
That's
part.
Arcadia.
Okay, we're past Arcadia.
In Metropolis, the city place.
We're in Metropolis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got there.
How about some credit on these pulls?
That was good. That's impressive.
I can't remember the second planet. The first one's name is Veldin something.
That'd be incredible. I couldn't fucking tell you.
The Solana Galaxy, yes.
Veldin. Yeah. Wow. Kerwin. I remember that one.
Novalis, is that Metropolis? Click on Novalis, please. Does this say Metropolis anywhere?
No, this is the first. This is where
This is Veldin?
Kerwin.
Yes, does this say Metropolis?
How would you spell Metropolis?
Metro, Metro. Okay, so I was wrong on Metropolis.
Yeah.
Big city. I got Veldin and Iridia, not Arcadia. Fuck.
God damn it. Yeah, this one we beat.
Gotta jump between the things. It's a tremendous game.
No, it is a great game.
So you haven't got the helicopter?
Backpack thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we got that.
Just got, okay, cool. Because
Yeah, we
there's
got
two ways
that.
to go in that one, right?
I don't remember.
If you're on your ship, you can go the main way, or there's that back way that goes to the training place, and you get a gadget.
I gotta look.
And there's do you know where the gold bolts are in that one?
No, I don't know the first one that well.
Now that you have
I know the second and third one.
the helicopter thing, where your ship is, if you go out to that like clearing jump off the side as if you were gonna die, and then just helicopter down, and there's like a garage you can go into, and
Really?
it's got a gold
I
ball.
miss shit like that in games.
There's a gold ball directly into your ship
Because
too,
you'd
if I'm
never
not
find that
mistaken.
unless you fell off.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh shit.
We did, and we were like, holy fuck, just mongrels.
Yeah.
Or because then you'd get the thing that made the cool parts of the map green, the part where there's cool stuff, and you'd go there, and you'd get to like the edge of something and be like, you think we just like jump off and fucking die?
Yeah.
Be like, oh well, I'm not losing my turn. I'm not. That doesn't count as a death if I.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, dude, me and my cousins would play. We played Ratchet and Clank. We played Sly. And then the Lego Star Wars game.
I was
Saga.
never big on the Lego ones.
Okay. Yeah, we like those ones. And like, we'd play that shit. We'd go to my grandma's house over the summer and we'd play that shit. And like, I missed in games when like before searching shit on the internet where it was like, where are all the hidden things? It was like, all right, let's try to find them. And we would sit in a fucking Ratchet and Clank map and just walk around for hours.
Check up there. I did.
I
Yeah.
did look. No, look again. I think it's
Dude.
up there. Yeah, no, hours. And you're like, where the fuck is this last one?
You ever have shit like that where and then like a mom walks by and it's like, you kids beat your game or whatever? It's like, beat the game. We beat the game ages ago.
Yeah, we beat the game 4 times.
Yeah.
I want to get this last secret thing.
Right.
No, that one, Assassin's Creed. You ever get into that
I
one?
always wanted to like it and I couldn't.
That
How you
Ed-
were saying with Tribe. You like,
Yeah.
I always
Yeah, it would start it.
felt like I would really enjoy
It's
it.
funny. You'd probably like it now because at least the Ezio ones, that's all like Vatican fucking like golden, like the golden apple.
He can't brawl at all. He only assassinates. The assassination is cool, but
You
if
gotta
you
be clean. You're not brawling.
I know I need a little bit of ability to tussle, and he
Nah.
dies too quickly,
Yeah, no, that's very.
which is cool. But then I need a little bit. There's no fucking like haptic feel. I need a little bit of like
You're God of War. Guy.
boxing.
That's fine. You could be God of War. That's
I
fine.
love Ratchet and Clank.
Which that's not really tussling. I guess you could smack him
Are
with
you
a,
shooting?
smack him with a wrench.
Flamethrowering. Feels something.
You want to see hand wrestling?
Sure. Not arm wrestling.
What are you, insane?
A lot of people would get their ass kicked for saying something like that.
Okay, and you've been doing this for a while? Yeah. Right?
About a month or two.
So your hands wrestle one another, and you don't know which one's going to win when you do this, right?
Nope. I put my mind elsewhere, and I let my hands decide who's going to dominate.
Wow. All right, well, please, let's see this. This sounds very engaging. Now, does the right often win?
Usually it's the left one because I'm left-handed.
Which is interesting. This was an
The
upset
left
we
has
saw.
an advantage.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
Just luck.
Now.
Isn't
What is this show?
Isn't that
Okay, and you've been
interesting?
doing this-
What is this?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Find these things.
I don't know. It just pops up in my feed.
Clearly mentally challenged, man, on some.
Is it? Do you think so?
I mean, he says he's able to put his mind in another place. I think his mind started in another place.
You couldn't get it in the place. God. You want to talk James Bond?
So apparently, some lady owns the rights to James Bond, and Amazon owns the rights to James Bond. So they have to like meet up to talk about what to do about stuff. And Amazon keeps trying to be like, they'll be in a meeting. You're the lady, and I'm like, the Amazon exec, and I'm like, yeah, we're actually thinking about you know, black guy, black girl. Black girl would be good.
I just
Yeah.
think James has always been like, a white British. That's just the way I've always seen him.
And then the meeting ends.
How does she own?
Like through the family, like whoever created it, like she's who
Oh,
like
she's
it's
still
been
part of
passed
it?
down to, yeah.
Damn.
So it's just like some old school lady.
But
that's
you know
like,
what?
are you talking about? She said she was okay with a different race, but not a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
James Bond's
Which
always
is
been
so cool because it's like missing the whole point. There was one aspect of it that the guy was like, I don't understand. Oh, there was people in the room when they were like, well, let's define James Bond. Because these people don't understand a character. They understand like content. Like it's just,
Yeah.
it's a thing. So they don't understand like what makes the thing good and palatable and likable by people. So they're like defining James Bond and like what he does, and it's like, okay, so he's a womanizing white man that uses violence to get what he wants. And there were people, there were Amazon execs who were, or writers or whoever that were saying that they didn't feel comfortable being like a part. Like they didn't want to really be a part of something if that's who the character really was. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? He's a guy who goes on a fucking mission, gets pussy.
He gets it done.
Like, what are we... I don't even like James Bond that much. It's not like I've never seen a James Bond movie, but like...
They're fine.
But like...
It's an action.
The idea of a secret agent is bad now?
Well, he uses violence to get what he wants. He takes advantage of these women. That's what you're not understanding. That's the classic white man mentality.
The old school ones where he's like, he slapped that girl in the pool like 9 times. That's crazy. I'm just talking about like a guy goes on a secret agent, seduces some broad who's supposed to be like...
To get info.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like seducing him to kill him, and instead he flips it on her.
Honey, mind if I jump into that taint?
Into the taint.
Into the taint.
Wow.
Bond eats ass. You're not getting info like that without eating ass.
It's too time consuming.
It is too... Well, he is in and out.
You think James Bond would go down on someone? I feel like his whole thing is that he's getting sucked off. Yeah. Why would... He doesn't... Yeah. He's got these girls so wet from talking. His whole thing is he's a smooth... He's a silver tongue.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not taking the time. He's not getting dirty. He's not getting down on it.
He's not taking his tie off.
No.
He just does
She's
that.
not even finishing.
And he didn't even think about that.
He didn't even consider that.
Until you said that, he was like... he might not believe they can, if we're being honest.
Bond, did any of these women ever finish? No. What? I got the info, baby.
Whatever do you mean?
I wish I've seen James Bond. I don't know how he speaks.
Couldn't tell. Like, I literally
I go Austin Powers.
That's all I got. It's the closest I've seen. I know how Sean Connery sounds, sort of, from a guy making fun of him on SNL, but I don't know how he sounds literally.
I couldn't tell you what he sounds like. Oh, yeah, baby.
It's just Austin Powers' dad.
Yeah. That's Michael Caine.
Oh, yeah.
I could do Michael Caine. Most British guys either go Michael Caine or Paul McCartney.
Michael Caine is in that movie I like. He's damn near a cowboy. It's so funny to see him in it.
Really?
It's like an old country guy. And he talks with a twang.
This country guy?
That secondhand line.
You want to hear my new cocktail?
Is that like a story about your penis?
No, I wish it was. No, I got a new... Back in the day, we talked about... That was the original clip that popped off. Now, I'm back on the Addies. I take half an Adderall. I take half a caffeine pill. I rip the cart. You pop a Zin. And you could take on the fucking world, dude. You feel like a god. That's what Tucker Carlson isn't telling you. He's not telling you he's on the Adderall and on the... He's on the Zin.
He tells you that a lot.
He tells you that a lot.
I've
done zero research, but I'm fully thinking it's healthy.
People were saying he's a powerful speaker.
Tucker?
Didn't Spud said that, didn't he? He's like, dude, he could run for president. He moved the room.
You think he's gonna run?
I mean, it seems like he could. I don't know if he would.
Yeah. He's a powerful speaker. What is going on? I fucking hated Tucker on Fox.
Yeah, I don't.
Little puss boy.
I don't fucks with any of that shit.
See Jack Black's in a new Christmas movie, Dear Santa.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus exclusive.
I didn't watch it.
You like Jack Black?
Yes and no.
Yeah?
Yes and no.
I go back and forth on him.
Like, yes, but also, that doesn't mean I expect every one of his movies to be
Did you like
good.
Nacho Libre?
I didn't. And people at work were talking about it the other day, laughing
Yeah,
about
I put it on.
It's
a hunk of shit.
The way we remember it.
It's fine.
Nothing happens in it.
No.
It's not funny.
No. Speaking of hunks of shit, That Beetlejuice movie, terrible.
Yeah.
People at work were hyping it up. Bro, the movie fucking starts. The movie's an hour and 40 minutes. So I'm like, oh, it's going to be tight. Like, it's not 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, they could definitely drag this out. But who knows? Like, dude, it starts out. They had all the original people. So it's like, wow, you can actually do something. You don't have some bullshit people.
Right.
Dude, they introduce 10 characters in the first third of the movie. Half of them don't matter. It's just like a means to get around they have like 15 side stories that like barely come together at the end. They spend majority of the time on the main chick's daughter, who's Wednesday in the Wednesday show. She meets some fucking dude.
Who people like a lot.
They like her a lot. She's fine. She's a fine actor. Yeah, but dude, hunk is shit.
They say movies are dying, but when a movie comes out, it feels like it's all I fucking hear about. It's Wicked or Oppenheimer and Barbie. And
you know what it feels like? If movies have that, I'm going to say Avengers feel, but like Disney live action feel, where it's like you're watching it and it doesn't feel like, I don't know how to explain this, but it doesn't feel like you're watching a movie. It feels like, or it doesn't feel like a film. Like you're watching this movie, but it feels like there was so many hands on it. And it feels like you're watching a corporate video, if that makes sense. When you watch a corporate video, it's like, oh, everything's in the lines, everything, like you hit every like current plot point of like, oh, we need a girl. We need these two girls to talk about, not a guy. Okay, cool. That happens. We have that cool little side story. Now, this girl needs to meet, this dude, but this dude's kind of like racially ambiguous and he's like gender neutral. So it's like, oh, who knows? I don't know. It's like they
inspires no thought when like you watch your cinema and you're like, wow, I wonder why he chose to do this if it was for X, Y, Z. Now it's like, I know why they did it. It's to check boxes. Everything.
Yeah, dude, they do this. They follow this one fucking dude for no reason who doesn't speak English, and he falls down and dies. And it's like, oh, and then he's in the underworld, and it's like, oh, so you use that dude. But then they keep cutting to him for no reason. He's not speaking English. They keep cutting to him, and it's like, you use this guy to get to the underworld. Let him go. He's gone.
Yeah.
Like, why am I cutting back to this dude that doesn't speak English? Danny DeVito was in it. He's kind of funny.
Nice.
Was the only good part, but
I could give a shit about that movie.
no, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, I just heard people. I like Michael Keaton. I like Tim Burton. I would think Tim Burton, who's made great films, would be like, oh, let me get some hands on and make something. No, he's been fucking sell out.
He's been had.
No, he's been had. No, this film fucking sucked. Unless he had an idea or they approached him with some horse shit. He was like, you want to just put your name on this?
All right.
Yeah.
Or if he started with a thing and they turned it into something else.
That's what I think a lot of it is.
Did you see, or I saw, like, the top of the ad was a movie's coming out and it's all about the Odyssey.
Yeah.
And I go, ooh. Christopher Nolan's directing. I'm like, wow, this could be really cool. And then the bottom of the article says that's starring Tom Holland and Zendaya. And then I wanted to fucking throw my phone through my fucking wall. Because who the fuck are they going to play? Is he going to play Odysseus?
Yeah, what? Probably.
You know who Tom Holland should? And this is not even a disrespectful thing. This is just like.
Because he's a fine actor.
This is looks.
He's fine.
If he was to play someone in Greek times, it would be the fuckboy. And that's not even like an attack. It's just like a physical descriptor in those days. He would have been someone's.
He would have been treated
boy.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. He would have been.
Yeah, brother.
But he's not. He could never be jacked enough.
No. That's the problem. It's a Greek film about Greek. I want him to look like a fucking Greek god.
Could Tom Holland have played Leonidas? No.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Could Russell Crowe? Gerard Butler? They're interchangeable.
He did play Leonidas.
I
know. Who else? Gladiator 2's coming out, or is out.
Yeah, I skipped that.
Doesn't seem like it's going to be good.
Not dealing with that. Why? Never see Scrooged?
I think once, maybe.
Is that good?
I don't remember. There's like a couple of Bill Murray movies I watched, but I don't remember that well because I just watched them like, oh, Bill Murray's in it.
Bad Santa's fantastic.
Do you like that one?
Love Actually. 8-Bit Christmas.
I watched your Four Christmases the other day. I was
you
so
didn't like it, you said.
It's not what I said.
You hated it.
No.
My favorite Christmas movie.
No. I resonate with Vince Vaughn's character at the one part when they're playing Taboo, which is a good game. You know what's so funny?
I knew you'd like that part.
I get upset. Not upset, obviously, but like, you would think the reason to get upset about like not having a girlfriend or whatever would be like the not fucking. You'd be wrong. The issue is the not having a taboo partner. There's things I'd love
to really dial it in.
To just exist for fucking 20 minutes so I could come over and play Taboo with you guys and then be like, all right, you can head home. Like, that's good on that. Just a nice game of Taboo is big.
I think of the double dates we could do. The traveling.
Traveling would be nice, but you need money for that. Taboo.
That's where the dual income comes in.
Taboo's $9.99.
That's where dual income works.
You know what I
Imagine
heard
if you had another
some slut say up front at work the other day? How I was just
you're gonna use the word slut on Christmas Eve.
I didn't even see her, so I can't get in trouble because it wasn't even a physical descriptor. It's just based on what she said.
Yeah.
And registered next to me. They're talking, and I hear Dan go like, "Oh, well, what do you do for work?" And she goes, "Oh, I don't work. I'm like stay-at-home girlfriend, not stay-at-home wife,
Stay-at-home girlfriend.
stay-at-home girlfriend.
Damn, whipped.
Stay-at-home girl."
So she had to be smoking though. I feel like if you're
caught a half a glance, and I don't think so. I meant to follow up with the guy on the register and be like, "What did that one look like?"
Yeah. Because you see some of these women, and it's like they're a smoke show.
I
and
don't
it's
see
like,
them a lot.
Well, not at our work.
Yeah.
No, we get some fucking dogs that come in. No, we get mostly working men. That's who we get.
Which I respect.
Yeah, whatever. We get a lot of truck drivers, which is terrifying.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's a little fucking scary. No. You watch Deck the Halls?
Yeah, it's so.
Ah, no. You said he's worse than Stallone.
Oh, so I've mixed them up. That's Jingle All the Way.
Oh, that's my bad. Yeah, no. Jingle All the Way you watched. My bad. I get those two confused for some reason.
I think I did say it wrong though earlier. Deck the Halls is very just
I remember it being fine. Danny DeVito's in it.
It's so crazy that they don't make comedies now because they were willing to make so many comedies that are just going through the fucking motions. It's like, oh,
now?
No,
or
it's
back
shit like
then,
that.
yeah.
It's like the neighbor moved in. He's
I feel like
annoying. Oh wait, it's Christmas. He's not annoying. He means well.
Well, that's what I feel like. They just
Reconcile.
use Christmas as the...
Everything's knocking off Christmas Vacation. Every movie knocks off Vacation. Every movie also knocks off Christmas Vacation. You know, Harold Ramis
Yeah.
directed Vacation.
Really?
And then,
Oh, nationally, I get that.
yeah, but I never,
put that together,
Yeah.
no. He directed that?
and then I think John Hughes did Christmas Vacation.
Really?
Damn. These guys can't fucking
That's why
miss.
they're good. They're hitters. Yeah, that's why.
Going back to your point about, like, director, like, you can't make a fucking Christmas movie with 20 people in a fucking boardroom being like, well, let's make sure the black
Yeah,
Chinese,
Make sure the black trans is in
Yeah.
front and then have the fat white guy
black
be in
trans Santa. It's funny, but it's not.
Yeah. Because it's Christmas and it's PC.
That's funny. Being in the writer's room, someone's like, well, black trans. And I'm like, oh, that's good. And they're like, it is good. Why would you say it like that? I'm like, because, like,
All right, picture this. Kids walk in, cut to the...
they're expecting Santa, you know, white.
White. They come in, they get...
So, and then this will be a shock, and comedy will ensue. Yes, and I'm like, no, we were doing it for inclusion and for
We saw
visibility.
this. We saw this as you walk into the mall, black trans Santa. Nobody's batting an eye. People are going about their day. It's Christmas. It's happy.
Did you see that one thing where they have?
We're not hanging on the Santa.
I forget what it was. I don't know if it was like a mini documentary type of thing. There's something where they went to like some Santa camp of some kind, where people that do Santa go to like brush up on their skills. Or I don't know what the fuck.
That's like a furry convention.
Yeah, it was
That's
a real winner circle, this place.
And Santas are getting sucked off at that place.
The vibe was very like, this is a men's retreat from their wives, and it's a bunch of bears like globbed onto each other.
Ho, ho, ho.
Even that was too aggressive. It's a lot of like weak energy.
Really?
Yeah, from like big guys. So I'm like, yeah, I know what y'all are up to.
Yeah.
I know your game. Not impressed, fellas.
Been there, done that, brother.
Yeah. I've been Santa. I know the lingo. No, but they have like a trans Santa there, and it is annoying because there's also like a black Santa, and some old guy walks up.
They've been pushing Black Santa. I'm loving it.
Some old guy walks up to him and is like, I'd love to get your insight.
On what?
I think he like teaches his own Santa things back home, so he's like wanting to know how to better communicate with black people. I don't fucking know. It was well intended. It was goofy as fuck, obviously, but like it was just some old ass dude being like, like,
what do you think? Tell me,
please.
Does your Santa use slang?
Yeah. Is it a sled? Is it rims? Or
is it a slab?
Yeah.
Santa's slab.
Sled a Cadillac.
Shit. My sled's got spinners.
Do you have a sack, or is it just a big envelope with all the welfare checks?
Santa walks around like the postman.
Yeah.
That's what the postman should do. He dress up as Santa.
That's a good bit.
That would be funny. I would love that. I've been really considering applying for the Postal Service.
Seems like not a terrible job. When you say that this time of year, you fucking kill yourself.
I've been trying to catch my fucking... I've been trying to give my mailman cookies and then offer him weed. And I've been missing it, man. I sat in the front in the cold for...
Be careful with that, by the way.
What?
Because there is a thing about, like, offering a fucking federal worker. I know, obviously, like, you can size a guy up. I'm just saying, like... Just make sure you're not doing anything like on camera or anything.
No, it'd be my Ring camera, but
even
they'll
sell you down the river. Those people.
This is what I would do. I would say, here's my play. He'd come up, he'd drop the mail off. I catch him. And I go, hey, my wife made you cookies.
And then you'd be
give
like,
him the
hey,
cookies. And then
I know all you people love.
No, I would go. By the way.
Oh, so just because I'm black, I smoke weed.
Do you smoke?
You know how often I get piss tested, man? Throws it back at you.
I know. I looked it up. They don't get piss tested.
Too expensive. Too many of them.
There's too many of them. And they
if you hurt yourself on the job, you get piss tested.
I hope this dude smokes.
It's going to be real awkward if he doesn't.
Yeah. Real awkward. I would then offer. I'd be like, do you want it? Do you want it and you can give it to somebody? Do you want this weed?
I have drugs for you if you'd like to ingest.
I feel like he'll take it. And then I could be mowing the lawn, smoking a joint. Like, yo, man. My man. Hit this shit.
My man. Is that a Queen Latifah Christmas movie?
Oh, yeah. Last holiday.
She really had a moment, huh?
Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
Like 04 to 08?
Maybe, something like that.
She was in Beer Fest.
No.
Yeah.
It's not Queen Latifah.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
That's Queen Latifah.
No, it is not. Damn, you're
telling me that's not Queen
Latifah. Damn, dude. You're racist as hell.
That's Queen Latifah.
No, it isn't.
You tell me that's not Queen Latifah.
I promise you it is not Queen Latifah.
That black chick in that movie isn't Queen Latifah.
No, it is not.
There's no fucking way.
Brother, I don't know if she's going to make it in the top.
Oh, you don't know.
I do know, because if Queen Latifah was in it, she would make the top.
Oh, sorry, I missed up Monique and Queen Latifah. My bad.
Yeah.
My B.
Well, we just saw Queen Latifah. Don't act like you're doing it. You mixed up their name.
Oh.
You just saw Queen Latifah.
You tell me Monique. We're not even going to go there. We're not even going to go there.
One name.
One name, one love, brother.
Monique.
Should be. Y'all hear I've been laughing about this, and I think this is funny, and then I read it now, and it's not that funny, but it was funny. I had this funny thought when I was doing clips. What if the Wizard of Oz was set up where Dorothy and the gang are on the journey to go see the wizard, but they don't know he's like the perv from Reno with the puppet show. It's like, oh, don't look behind the curtain.
He went a long way to get Dorothy here.
Yes. So he just the whole thing. They get there. He just wants to show him his penis. That's all he wants. So we're off to see the wizard, and they get there, and he's like, ooh, don't pull the curtain away. And they pull it away. Oh!
Don't pull the curtain. Unless you wanted to go home. Why, well, that's just the thing we came here for.
And then I
yank the curtain.
I like the scarecrow. He's weary, but he's also a little homophobic. He's like, Dorothy, we can't be.
You see the scarecrow as the homophobic one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Because he's Southern.
Little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dorothy, I don't think we should be looking at a penis.
We can't get mixed around with no fag.
No fag.
Oh, this guy should be locked up.
The Tin Man.
I don't know what they sound like.
You know the voice I do for Seinfeld?
Yeah.
That's actually the Scarecrow.
Okay.
What's the deal? You took my arms off and you threw them over there.
He ripped my penis off and he's sucking on it across the room.
This half a fag can't get you home.
He's your father's age.
I see the Tin Man as half a fag.
I remember that.
Because he's very... Now I know why you were all stuck up in the woods.
He says he needs oil. I think he needs cum.
I was lost on the line. I didn't know what else to do. He just wants some courage. He's a closeted gay guy. I don't have the courage to come out.
Oh, there you go.
I don't have the courage to see the penis. Courage.
To see the... he both doesn't have the courage to come out, but also can't see a penis?
See the penis.
Wow.
Say the courage. If I had the courage.
I go in the stall and I sit at the glory hole and I just run out.
The courage.
Isn't it funny that people love that movie?
It's fine.
People love that movie.
It's good for the time.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people like 50 years later and they're still like, wow.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's like, fuck off. Commandos on or whatever. Like, there's cool shit by now.
Predator just got on. Can you imagine the trip people went on when it snapped to color when she walked through that door? I bet people...
See, that's also like an asterisk, though. You had the unfair advantage of your movie being able to hit
That's
at that
what I mean.
time.
That's what I mean. No,
you got
100%.
to pull that off. People were like, did you see them do... It's like any movie
People
could do
probably
that.
shit their pants.
Yeah.
People probably screamed in the theater.
Like, whoa, whoa.
Yeah. We're the Munchkin King and the bum, bum, bum. I don't even know how that song goes.
It's crazy they would employ that many little people back
It is,
then.
isn't it? Back then?
That they would allow you. You think
All those
back then
people-
they'd be like medieval about
All
it.
those actors, all those people like died. Like I think the Wicked Witch, like she got some poison from the green makeup. The Tin Man before this Tin Man, they painted him up and he got like deathly ill because they had like mercury in the fucking tin paint or some
he got
shit.
like lead poisoning. or
Lead
something?
poisoning, yeah, or something like that.
That's crazy.
In the scene where it snows in the poppy field,
Just killing people.
dude. In the scene where it snows in the poppy field, you know what that is? Asbestos. Did you know that?
And they're going to sit here and call Alec Baldwin a criminal.
Yeah, no, these people got fucking murdered.
Yeah.
These people got murked. Isn't that crazy? I had the thought also of the Munchkins really talking up the wizard's penis. oh, it's the biggest penis you've ever seen. But they're all little. They don't know. He's got a little dick.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know whose voice to do it in.
It's monstrous.
Who's appropriate to know that?
I can't believe that wasn't Queen Latifah.
Yeah, let's gay these things up.
Yeah, let's Scrooge. Splooge.
Done.
Done.
Next.
The Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story?
I thought it was The Christmas Story.
No.
Brother, you got to read the Bible for that one.
Exactly.
Surviving Christmas.
What are all these movies?
Dashing Through the Snow. This is a BET exclusive.
Dashing, implying running away from
Bust
the
and
police.
Run. A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Anal. I'm just trying to take Norco and watch Mickey's Christmas Carol. If I'm being honest with you.
I'm sure that's good.
It is good.
I bet it's not long either. Hour 10. That's all it needs to be. It happened.
Sinbad was nice.
Sinbad was good?
He's the only good part of the movie. Arnold's a retard, brother. He's great in fucking Predator and shit like that.
Yeah.
But
Commando.
Christ almighty. Him and, you know in Predator when he's like, Dylan!
Yeah.
It's fine because it's like one line. And it's funny and they do the cool thing so you forget about it. But then in a regular movie, just talks like that the whole time.
I love you.
Literally, he's going
You're
up to
my
his
son.
kid. And
I'm going to get you the action
Bro,
figure.
can I tell you how much I resonate with or not resonate, but understand and empathize with the perspective of black people now when they talk about white people? Because sometimes black people talk about white people like, you just go into a building and get any job you want. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know how much of a piece of shit people would look at me? Like you don't understand the echelons that are at play here. Like, all white
That's
people
also like,
blend into you.
That's also like, yeah, you're probably, not now. That's your decades, like in the 90s probably. I'd say even the 2000s.
Or
maybe.
like, I'll give you the point of,
but at this
I have
point,
a better chance maybe, but like.
not even now.
Yeah, probably not even now. But,
Fucking kidding me?
Where's that? What's the thing?
You can resonate with black people because
in Jingle All the Way, dumb 90s white people movie that, like, Rookie of the Year, all these fucking stupid 90s movies that I enjoy because it's good and it's fucking fine to watch and whatever, but, like, the kid is mad that his dad doesn't make it to his fucking karate tournament thing.
Cry Me a Fucking River.
The dad's work. They're in like I love every Christmas movie. It's like, let's the Christmas Vacation thing where it's like, ooh, we might not be able to put it in the swimming pool. It's like, you have a fat fucking house.
Yeah.
You know how much money it costs to put on Christmas for 10 people? Like, you're doing the works. The people next door to you are clearly like rich fucks. They with the stereo and all that shit. Like, you don't need a swimming pool. Worst case scenario. It's never like a poor family.
No, look at Home Alone.
Oh,
that man's in the 1%.
Fly my family out to France.
Yeah. I learned that was the brother that did that. He didn't do that.
Who?
One of their like relatives flew them all out.
Oh, the guy in France. Okay. Guy still lives in the house though.
Yeah.
But the kid literally won't speak to his dad when he gets home from work. He just doesn't. He pouts and stomps away from him and goes upstairs and slams the door in his face because he didn't come to his karate thing when he said he would. Yeah, sure. And
I hate you, Dad. And it's not even like a good story where it's like, I care for, like, I get the dad's point of view and I care for the kid. Like, no, I could give a fuck. It's not like the movie Hook.
This is the first 4 seconds.
Like the movie Hook. Have you seen that?
Maybe as a child.
That's the same thing. He doesn't go to a kid's, like, baseball game. But, like, by the end of it, you see, like, oh, he does understand that. Like, it comes together.
No, this
Arnold's
is literally
a
just
fucking
like,
dumb fuck.
what if I make sure to buy you whatever toy you want? And the kid's like, really, would you? And then they hug, and it's like, oh. And then it's like, well, hey, dumb fuck, how do you think he affords to buy you the toy you want? He goes to work, you little shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, maybe explain it to him, and you don't have to fucking buy your brat fuck kid. Like, how is this a good moral in a movie?
Yeah.
This isn't Hero's Journey. So I do get it how, like, if you're some kid and you watch Arnold movies and you watch that for Christmas and you're like, wow, fucking white people really got it made.
Yeah.
I would watch that shit and be like, who the fuck, what kind of rich motherfucker?
These pieces of shit.
And his job is like printing, which I guess it could be like technically a lot of money, but
No, they all have like the most bullshit.
they make it seem like it's very,
He runs a printing business. It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
yeah, I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know, man. I was just laying there thinking to myself, like, wow, I'd be mad if I was black watching this. There's a lot of things, like I said, when people say, like, oh, you're getting a job you want, I'm like, that's bullshit. This was one I was like, I hear you.
I hear you, brother. There ain't a damn thing about it. That's life, baby. That's the hero's journey. You're on the hero's journey. You don't realize it yet. You don't realize it yet.
I do. Is the thing.
Yeah.
That means it's Act 2.
Do you find yourself
Realization.
do you find yourself being less depressed when reading the Bible? How about now? Do you feel better after finishing Genesis? Are you like, oh, okay?
Not specifically after finishing Genesis.
But,
I feel
but
better
as we research more things.
Yes, that's why I like researching the old stuff because it makes me feel good. I don't like researching the deep state and stuff. It makes me feel sad.
Yeah.
Feels like everything's pointless.
Yeah, I gotta steer Christian away from that when she starts asking shit and I go, you want to watch a documentary? And she goes, yeah, and I put on fucking Zeitgeist or some shit.
Can't be doing that too often.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty much just trying to like figure out
who like I am
the right breathing and meditation, so then that way
have
I
you
can
been
get
meditating?
my chakras opened, and then that way I can get my pineal gland to work and decalcify, and then my cerebrospinal fluid will flow from my pineal and my pituitary glands, and the milk and the honey will flow, and I will be anointed.
So you're not gonna do DMT now?
I don't like fiend for it. I don't know that if I was presented with it, I wouldn't do it. I don't know if I have discipline like that. I would like to say yes, but
yes.
If someone handed me a vape pen and was like, this is DMT, I'd be like, where you at, demon? Let's wrestle, angel.
Yeah. You gotta get on that too. Find out what that angel is.
I gotta get back on the Wes Huff stuff. He's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's like a real Bible guy, though, so sometimes it is a little gay, because then they're talking about, like, you gotta remember Jesus loves you. And it's like,
dude, shut the fuck up.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know if Jesus is real.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Yeah.
But again, these people are, that is probably good.
Yes, it is. 100%. It's the God hole.
That.
You gotta fill the God hole.
But also, like, the science part of, like, how, like, telling your brain things.
The worship gene.
No, not that. The, like, positive reinforcement stuff. Like, they say, like, think positive thoughts. Like, don't think negative about yourself. Like, your body doesn't know the difference between, like, a sarcastic thought or whatever. Like, so if you're in your head being like, oh, I fucking suck, I'm a piece of shit, like, your body's just like, God damn.
Okay,
like,
well,
just negative shit.
Let's
like,
treat
bad.
you like shit. Yeah.
So if you're just constantly like, oh, well, Jesus loves me. Like,
that is true.
That's got to be, like, keep you kind of fucking.
That is true. No, that makes a lot of sense. That's why all these that's why all these Bible thumpers are fucking happy.
They get off on it.
Yeah, they love it.
It's like self-righteous sometimes.
Exactly. It's like the it's like the left guilt people with like their racist white guilt. They get off on telling you how they don't use a slur. I've never reached for a slur in my life.
That's how I know you're lying.
Yeah, it's like I would never like
You've
what are you
never
talking? What are you talking about?
Maybe some girls.
Yeah.
But I don't know. As a dude, it's like, oh. So
well, as a dude, that's a different that's a different animal. That's a different animal. You know what I mean? Like a girl, you halfway like give it to them. Fine, yeah, I get it.
Maybe, yeah.
But some dudes coming in preaching about this shit, like it's like, bro, what? Who the fuck?
Really?
Who's your girlfriend? How fucked up is she? Like, man, she's got you
She
fucked.
in earshot?
Yeah, she's got you fucked. You see, though, because, like, every dude on some level has, like, hey, let's be real here, brother. You want to open up for a minute? She ain't here.
Everyone's been on.
She ain't here. She's
Call
got
of
you
Duty.
fucked up.
Everyone's been in the lobbies.
Yeah. She's got you fucked up.
Everyone's let it fly once or twice.
Yeah. No. You see those guys, too. It's like, man, you were different. Then you met this bitch. And now look at you. You got a fucking Biden sticker on your car. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's very chilling
Yeah.
to me. I would see people do that and be like, I know how it's like culturally okay to make fun of me for like not doing that, but man, is that fucked up that you're like, and now no one that meets you now will know. Everyone just meets you and like, oh wow, look at this happy couple. I'm like, I want to be like, oh no. He's living a lie.
Yeah.
Based on some reason I don't understand. He's decided that this is the worthwhile path to take in life is to just saddle up with this psychopath.
Yeah.
That I guess he likes getting
there.
head from enough.
Yeah.
To do 60 years of this.
Yeah. No, and I get how people get there. Because it's like, oh, you think she's got you so fucked up where it's like, oh, well, I don't want to be alone now. Like, well, so she's good to me. It's like I just have to believe what she like. I'll just change. I'll be fine.
I would always give people too much credit.
I'll just know she's there.
Where I would like assume people have like things figured out better. I was like, oh, look at them. Look at me. And then people would break up or something, and you'd hear about that, and it's like, oh, she like mind fucked him. And it's like, bro, are you retarded? Like, how are you retarded enough to get mind fucked, but you were smart enough to get her? How am I retarded enough to not get anyone? But I'm like, I would never get like mind fucked.
Like, especially now in life, like I was 22, so like it was like
he was a young buck.
It was young, so it's like you get red. I got out. Lot of people don't get out, and then you see them, and then you see those people, and they get out, and they're fucking 30, and then they meet another girl, and they do the same thing, and it's like, oh, you're not learning. Like, you shouldn't have to change who you are. That's rule number one. Like, why the fuck are you going to put on some front for some, like, you're going to do that forever? You're going to have to drop that at some point.
Heart attack.
Exactly. Well, that's it.
Drop dead.
Yeah. These dudes just sign up for life.
And then she talks bad about you and changes your legacy.
Yeah. Or she fucking cheats on you.
Not cheats.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean prior to dying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, prior to dying. My bad. I didn't know he died.
Oh, the heart attack was fatal.
Yeah, it was fatal.
It
was a
That was
it was a chest buster.
He didn't want to survive. You needed to fight.
He had a secret DNR.
He wanted out.
Yeah. Imagine if that happened to you.
What, a heart attack?
No, you met some girl and she got in there. She fucking twisted you around.
I'm like too retarded for that shit to work on.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no.
I either see it coming a mile away or I'm like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, that girl did one thing like that to me, and I was like, what? She would bring up, because her ex-boyfriend still went to the same school, so she would bring up sometimes how, like, they would pass, and he would, like, I don't know, like, make a face or, like, dude, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Annoying.
Aren't you jealous?
Well, she would say things like, does that make you want to, like fight? I'm like, well, that would make a lot of sense, right? Because that would make, like, a whole big scene for you, right? If I showed up at your school and I beat the fucking... This is also me, like, I'm back injury, yes, but I'm not, like, defeated. I think, like,
you're
in
your prime.
I'm still, like, getting medical stuff done. I'm, like, thinking I'm bouncing back. So not my prime at all, but, like...
cells are still in
I
the
could go to
future.
school and kick the shit out of whatever fucking loser she was going out with before she picked me. You know what I mean? So, like... But I was just like, well, that wouldn't make any fucking sense, right? And she was like, yeah, I guess you're right. And it's like, is that what you want? Is that what you, like, what do you want? Like, do you want me to get fucking angry? Like, I don't understand. Like, you're telling me a thing
some
that's
girls get off on
upsetting,
that.
and then I'm like, well, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to not get actually upset because that would, like, derail the evening we're having. So in my head, I'm just like, I don't get it.
Some girls, they just do that shit to see how you're going to react. My ex would do shit like that. My ex would text me, and say like she missed her period, just to see
I
how.
remember you saying that.
Dude, and I would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, are you pregnant?" And then she wouldn't tell me. She wouldn't fucking. I'd sit there and she'd be like, I think it's better if we talk in person. Come on over." And then I'm like, "Okay." Drive over at 80 miles an hour, freaking the fuck out, get there, and then we have this long conversation that ends with, "Oh yeah, I just wanted to see how you would react." And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? While you're here, do you want to spend the night?" It's like, I guess so. I don't know. Insane.
Yeah,
but it's that they just want to see your reaction.
I don't get it. I think I have a very low threshold for like. I think also most things I don't like are things I have no escape from. So the fact that at any point I can just be like, "All right, well, goodbye." Like,
take care.
The fact that there's just a door, like a job, I'm like, "Fuck, I would need to get another job." Like, this is just a thing where it's like, "Ooh, I could stop the bleeding at any point." I don't know.
Yeah. Some guys don't have that.
I think a lot of people also don't have the thing.
It's the fear of being alone also.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think they lack the ability to get another girl. And it's like, well, I was that already. So to me, it's not like a new thing. It's not like, oh, I'm out of my prime now. How would I fare? It's like, oh, in my prime, I got nothing.
They
so
can't do shit to you.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm.
Yeah. You're gonna meet someone, and it's gonna be crazy. She's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be like you're gonna say some fucking off the wall wild shit, and she's gonna be like, "Hi, cookies."
You know what the problem is? Anything I'm into that a girl is into, it's like a red flag. Like if I'm like, oh, cerebrospinal fluid, and then she's
not
like,
to this chick.
No.
Oh, but yeah, go ahead.
If she's into it, not if she's like, oh, that's fine. But if I say cerebrospinal fluid and she's like, oh, yeah, your chakra, I'm like, oh, no. Or if I'm like, oh, yeah, I was watching the fights this weekend. And she was like, oh, yeah, the fucking Jake Paul. You're like, no.
No, you can't.
Like, if you're into anything I'm into, it's almost like a bad thing, you know. But then if you're not into what I'm into, it all seems weird, you know. It's like fighting. And
I think most girls aren't going to, but you'll be steering clear of those.
I'm not too.
Of those types. Of the witchcraft variety. The crystal cunts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Astrology assholes.
That's a good one. The nebula.
Nebula barely even worked as a thing for that. Really just looking for a way in on that one.
Hour 12. Merry Christmas, fuckers. If you didn't like this, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Hour 12, 12 tribes.
Baby.
12 cranial nerves. Think about it.
Hey, we'll see you fuckers next week.